the first time I started directing, that was it. I knew that's what I wanted to do. You are approaching text with everything that you are, right? And so, before I was a parent, I had a certain relationship to, like, Romeo and Juliet, Dies Andronicus. And these plays that are very much about parents and children. And then after I became a parent, my relationship changed to those plays and to Lear as well, although Lear I always identified with really strongly as a daughter. I didn't want to, but at the same time I was fascinated by these incredible, intense stories. The stories of operas are, like Shakespeare, very heightened, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought, why are we directing these operas like they're about stories about people? Like, why are you standing there and posing? The first play where I was like, I want to do a play, and I went out and found a play and did it, well, it was 12. And it really, I took a detour, a very strong detour into opera. So I wanted to direct opera, and so I started directing. And that sort of like, let's look at these heightened stories as honestly as possible, directly informed my approach to Shakespeare. People had been after me to do Titus for years. When are you going to do Titus? Are you going to do Titus? For years, right? Because it was so bloody, and because we had this reputation in the community for doing what people call action movie Shakespeare. And there is sensationalism to it, like, why the hand cutting off the what the fuck is that doing in there? You know, like, really? You know? So telling stories that are targeted toward a younger, ethnically diverse, culturally diverse, Bay Area audience, these people that I love, even though that I've like aged out of the demographic myself, you know, these kids that I adore, that giving them stories, you know, a place to see stories about themselves, and giving opportunities to young or emerging playwrights and actors and designers and stage managers, you know. The play I directed before this was Of Dice and Men, which is a D&D play. As soon as it happened, I had like a Facebook post and 3 emails from all these people saying like, there's a D&D play. I guess I'm the leading nerd artistic director at this happened. Teaching was always something I wanted to do, and I feel like once I actually started teaching, and I realized it was talking to people about things that are awesome, and then watching them discover awesomeness, make connections, grow as people, giving them opportunities to in the professional world. But you always bring everything you are to the text, you know, and this is why when I'm teaching, I tell my students, like, what I think these plays are about is what I think that they're about. Like, what your interpretation of these texts, these narratives, is as important as mine.